Yo, what's good? Welcome to a brand new episode of In My House. Today, we're talking to my good friend Fahjah, who's been like my little brother um, for probably most of my time in music. We grew up together in this industry and we talk about so many different things and his journey that he's been through. And also, this is the first episode we've done in a kind of unique setting. We did this in a tuk-tuk, which is kind of these little taxis in Thailand that, you can rent to drive you everywhere. And I just want to say the audio is not the greatest in the tuk-tuk part. So sorry about that. It was very windy and I did what I could to edit the audio to make it clear. But I think it's still great. And we talk about a lot of good stuff. So let's get into it. This is In My House with Fahjah. Let's go. Fahjah, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Where are we?
We are in Bangkok, right in the middle of it. As you
Alright.
can see,
What are we sitting in?
tuk-tuk.
It's our first In My House podcast on a tuk-tuk. It's very hot out here in Thailand. So let's see how we do. What you been up to? What's going on in the Fahjah world?
Well, right now I'm in Bangkok because I live here for my DJ residency, which you're playing in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll be there in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
And pretty much just been here focusing on producing and making content while I do my residency and just trying to refine everything that I'm doing. It's kind of been the main focus for now.
Nice. And what's your plans for this year? What have you done so far this year since we're at this kind of like halfway mark of 2025?
I think the focus that I've gotten so far this year has been trying to like refine and put into words what it is that I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Like what is it that I want to make my angle and thing. So I've been trying to home in on what it is I want to say my sound is or whatever. So I've been really trying to mess with this like hard house, hard groove Eurodance stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that and then also like figuring out what does that look like. And I've always loved the aesthetic for cities, like Asian cities, kind of neon Tokyo stuff. So I've been trying to figure out how to pair my love for that aesthetic with the music I'm doing. And that's been kind of just my focus. But I also just been practicing, I guess, making content.
Yeah.
And then as you saw yesterday, we were doing content.
Yeah.
In that content room.
No, it's cool. It's dope setup.
Yeah. Build that room so I can start doing videos and stuff. Sets.
I really like you because I've known you for so long that you change your sound a few different times.
Yeah.
And, well, what would you say the inspiration was to go this art house hard groove route?
So I think it's because like it felt pretty similar to it feels pretty similar to like what I was doing before, like speed house kind of vibes, but I don't know, something about it to me felt more like housey. And after playing at Muay a bunch and seeing how the vibes there were getting a little bit more groovy, inspired me to try really exploring the hard house vibe.
Yeah.
And
It's got more drums, right? It's got
Yeah.
more grooves.
Yeah, just like it's like drums and vocals, and I like that. I love those vibes. And then also like I like some of Marlon Hofstad's stuff. He's a little bit more on like the ravey side, like very old school vibe. But so I wanted to try doing like my own more EDM-esque kind of version and making it a bit more clubby and fitting for my sets. So it's kind of a combination of all of those things that made me inspired to try and do
Yeah, I
something
think it
else.
works really good in like the club setting.
Yeah,
Now maybe Speed House is more like festival suited,
yeah,
but also Speed House has been done maybe hundreds of different ways from when it first started, right?
yeah.
And it's really just sped up bass house, right? So
Yeah.
and I feel like things have to continually evolve, you continually innovate, and even for my own music, I feel like the next step is to use
or hard house car group with speed house. Yeah, a lot of the typical arrangements and flow of like speed house is maybe phasing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Things are kind of going into more like groovy and less long build-ups, long breakdowns, and sounds are getting less screechy and going to more like fat bouncy.
Yeah. I think so. And also just like, especially in Asia though, like they love bouncy shit. So that's kind of like pushed me into like looking at those vibes. Yeah. It's like everything, and every country here has like a bounce.
Yeah.
So
like house, the kind of balance.
yeah, it's like K bounce. This is the Chinese bounce actually.
What's the Chinese one called?
It's literally just called Chinese bounce. Yeah.
Chinese bounce, India bounce.
Yeah. Indo bounce is it? Wait, or
Indo bounce?
I think they have one.
They have like a break beat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit different. Yeah. Yeah. It's like everyone has like their bounce though. So it's if you're here, like it kind of, I think it impacts you, influences you if you're on that music all the time.
Yeah. Tell us about your musical background. You've been in music or doing music since you were like a kid, pretty much.
I've been playing instruments since I was like probably like 6 or 7 or something. I started with drums.
Nice.
And then like played saxophone eventually, and high school like clarinet, saxophone, and just all those band instruments.
Yeah.
But wait, what else did I play? Yeah, I had a piano, bassery, and then started trying to learn Chinese violin. I just like always got excited when I would see a new instrument that I like, and then I would want to try to learn it. Yeah, so I would often quit instruments really fast and try the next one. My parents get pissed off. But like, yeah, I tried a lot of different things, and then eventually, like when I was a kid, I said I wanted to be in a band with my brothers. But eventually, like being in a band kind of became less of a thing. And
if you're in that band, what would you play?
Drums.
Nice.
My brothers were supposed to play guitar and bass guitar.
Who would be the singer?
Nivek.
Oh yeah,
Nivek was gonna be the singer, I think. Yeah. But yeah, eventually we all started listening to electronic music a lot, and then like Avicii started to blow up, and my brothers weren't really trying to do music, and then I kind of had in my mind like, oh, I want to become like a DJ producer.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it evolved, and then I guess I made a lot of different genres over the years, dance music like trance and prog house, and I was even doing like lo-fi, and what else did I do?
Oh, yeah, you had a lo-fi project. Are you still doing that?
I put a song there maybe once every year now.
Nice.
Just like it's been on my mind now actually a lot to get back into it because I kind of miss doing chill vibes here and there.
Yeah. Sure.
But it's been a minute. Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, you're living out here in beautiful Thailand. It's always nice out. Today is extra hot. Like what is like probably like 35 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're ever gonna move back?
That's something I think about a lot. I think that it's a good question. I don't know where I would live if I came back because I really like the routine that I have here.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like I wouldn't be able to get it anywhere else. Like I love that I walk 5 minutes to Muay Thai, 5 minutes to my favorite street food spot, 5 minutes to Muin. Oops. Everything's close, and I really like the I need sun especially like. Yeah, seasonal depression sucks.
Sun is huge. That's why when I lived in Vancouver and we had no sun the whole winter, like maybe like a glimpse of it.
Yeah,
once in a while, but like it was rainy, cloudy every day. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
Yeah, that part sucks.
It's such a crazy toll on my mental health and the way I feel. I need sun.
I actually forgot how much that sucks not having sun. Oh yeah, you feel it. Yeah, such a difference.
I'm pretty sure everybody is like that, but some people more than others, especially, like really need that sun for their like mental well-being.
I think it's probably like in my genes that I'm supposed to be in like Trinidad or something. I need the sun.
I think you're built for like tropical weather. Me, I'm not. I don't think I'm built for like this kind of weather because I can handle it up to a certain point. Because the only thing I don't really fuck with is the humidity.
Oh yeah.
Sticky. Yeah, I don't like being sticky. I like hot and dry, like Vegas. The hot and humid is it's a little bit much.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little much for sure, especially like April or something in Bangkok is crazy. But overall, I really like it. I don't know if I could see myself moving back to Canada yet, at least not soon. I feel like there's like a lot of stuff I want to get done here first. and
Not a girlfriend, a wife.
baby, baby, ladies, you're in Thailand looking. Yeah, like it's just I've always wanted to live in Asia, so and I feel like I'm not sick of it yet. So maybe one day I'll be like, oh, I've had enough. I need to go back, and then maybe then. But ideally, though, like kind of my parents asked me this question a lot too. Ideally, what I'd want is hopefully to live half and half.
Yeah.
Jump between.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just too westernized or too Canadian like that. That when I was here, I loved it. Also, at the same time, I was missing like Western culture.
Yeah,
You get that feeling?
the part that I miss sometimes is like people I can have full conversations with, but that's kind of like a language barrier thing, I think.
Yeah, like I think I remember telling you that because that was one of the biggest things that I was going through my mind is that I can't have full on conversations with a lot of people here. Yeah, which is why I have this podcast, but and I like talking about very like deep topics, and sometimes you can't get that here.
For sure. But like something that actually helped a lot is like living here with James because he's pretty Western. Yeah, James are not serious for people that don't know. He's pretty westernized. So having that actually helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just having people that you could talk to that will relate in some way. And Bangkok too, even like yeah, but like that would be the thing that I would miss the most probably. Like I love the cities in Asia. I love the food. I love how safe it is.
Yeah, it's pretty safe here, huh?
Yeah, I never have to worry about really anything.
I remember when I was going somewhere with podcast and had my laptop bag in his front seat. And I was like, yo, can I put this in the trunk? He's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. So did you get stolen? He's like, I wasn't happy here. And I was like, oh, I got like traumatized from like the ghetto-ness of the West sometimes. You can't even leave anything in your car that's visible,
Yeah.
Like you might get smashed. And here people just leave like bags like in the front seat.
Yeah.
You can leave your laptop in a cafe, go to the washroom, come back and it's still there.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? People here, they don't get those kind of like incidents.
Yeah, I love like being able to leave the club and I don't feel like I have to like watch this off.
Yeah.
It's like if you go back downtown to Winnipeg, then that's how you feel late at night if you're like in the exchange or something.
For sure.
But yeah, those roots are all really big to me. But like, yeah, like family and everyone is back over in Canada, so that's a big deal. So I think like in an ideal situation, hopefully I can live 50-50.
Yeah.
Probably spending the winter here.
That's how I feel like my life is now. Because I'm back in Canada, but I come here. Every 2 months. Yeah, I'm here right now. I'm going to be back again in like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
it's gonna like a second home,
for sure.
And I get the best of both worlds. Because like my favorite season is fall. I love like the one when the fall comes, like fall fashion and everything.
Yeah.
And when I was living here, I felt like not getting the seasons was throwing me off a bit. Like you don't have seasons and it kind of like flows with like the natural cycles of life. Like you have winter where you kind of hunker down and build. And then spring comes, and when spring is for like, sprouting, right? So that's when you show your new music. That's when Ultra starts. That's when festival season starts. And then you have summer where you're, adventurous, you're enjoying everything. And then you have fall and you're getting ready for winter again. Yeah, I think because growing up in the West, I was so used to that cycle.
Yeah.
That when I came here and every day feels like summer, it felt weird.
Yeah, I
don't feel Christmas.
You know what you mean? Yeah. Especially when like Winnipeg, like where the seasons are extreme.
Oh yeah.
And I think you feel it like that much more. But then here it's like just 6 months rain, 6 months no rain.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it.
There's some cultural differences too. I think things that I noticed I don't have that as much here is like house parties or home gatherings.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the kind of stuff that I really like. Maybe that's like answer me. It's like really like home oriented stuff. Like I like doing barbecues, home gatherings, potlucks with like family and friends. Like we get together for birthdays. You do like a feast,
Yeah.
We didn't have any of that here, which I thought was strange. Like it was always going out to eat and not kind of like hosting anything at home.
Yeah, I think it's tough because like a lot of people just live in condos here, and you have to since it's like so many people in a small place.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do like having like the home stuff, like having friends over and doing like a barbecue. But I guess like a positive side of it is like I really liked how here people go out because that means like when you go into the city, it's vibrant everywhere. But yeah, there's a positive and a negative to it.
For sure.
I think maybe once I'm older, I'd want to be at home more. But right now, I feel like I'm still really excited by going out.
Oh yeah, you're out here, man. You're out every day. Do you feel, and you're not slowing down. You don't feel tired of it.
No, I'm actually surprised. I was actually thinking about this literally last night. I think I've been in Bangkok for like almost 9 months now.
Yeah.
But I actually don't really feel sick of it yet. No, but like when I was in Bali, I think I felt sick of it 4 months in, maybe 3. I know 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
I was there like 2 months in.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe because I'm older.
yeah, I think Bali just like wore me down for it. But like Bangkok, I feel still more excited. And yeah, I don't know. Something about it just feels different for some reason. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
You gotta tell people what these are.
Yeah. I think I have mine on me. I don't know where mine is. Oh yeah, I have it on me. Yeah, they are Thai herbal inhalers that are pretty much just random herbs that smell good and clear sinuses.
It's like menthol, camphor, some other shit in it.
The good thing about them, actually, I think, especially if you're a DJ, is like, okay, when I was in Vietnam, I did a couple shows there. I was super hungover after partying one night, and then I get taken across into the hills, the village, or at Dalat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to Dalat, and so it was like a super windy.
Those drives are rough.
Oh, he's so bad. The guy was ripping it. Like he was not.
Yeah.
He's going fast, and I wanted to puke, so I had this. I was smelling this the entire time. And it actually kept me from puking.
And it's like puking.
Yeah, I was good. Like I think if you're like touring and stuff, you're hungover. If you ate too much, if you feel sick, anything, you just smell this and you feel better.
Yeah. I think this is like, and it's so hot here that I see everybody here using it.
Yeah.
Like when I first discovered it, when I moved here, and I was like, why don't they have this everywhere? Like they have like Vicks inhalers back home, but this is like way better because one, it's like all natural. It's not just as like chemicals are on inside of a stick. It's actual like herbicide. I don't know if people can see, but
Yeah, it's real.
like herbicide. It's real. And I've had this for fucking 4 months. I bought this last time I came. And it still works.
I had some I brought back for my friends like the first time I visited from Thailand. Some of them still have theirs. It's been like over a year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're actually supposed to throw it out if you've had it too long, but
Oh, really? It still smells fresh. I don't know.
you have to check the bottom because it can get mold on it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, if you have it in Winnipeg, though, it'll probably be fine. Here, it's like,
Well,
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
I just bought 6 more to bring home. So,
Yeah.
first come, first serve. And whoever wants to hit me up. So, what is your, like, let's tell people like what your daily routine is there.
Pretty much every day I wake up, while I wake up and clean my face and stuff, I try to listen to something positive, like a different speech or something that's positive. Whenever it shows up on my recommendation page. And then I clean my face, have my yogurt boil while I'm listening to that. And then usually I just start working on music for like a couple hours. Then I go to Muay Thai for an hour and a half about. And then on the way home, I usually like eat some street food or something. And I go work some more until like the evening. And then pretty much DJ and go back home. And like sometimes between that, I might meet with people. But pretty much just keep it strictly to music, Muay Thai, and DJ. Yeah,
Nice.
every day.
Are you still meditating every day?
What's that?
Are you still meditating every day?
I do a little bit. I've been less consistent lately, but I've been trying to get back on it. I'll say I do it a couple times a week now.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes I forget. I need to stay up on it though.
You gotta be consistent with it.
Yeah, I do my mantras though. I'll do those,
Oh yeah.
but a full meditation, not consistently right now.
What are your mantras?
I have the one that my Baba gave me for my like guardian angel. I think you got one too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I got that one. Then I have I am loving awareness, the
Nice.
Ramdas one, and then I say thank you 11 times.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the 3.
You have a music mantra?
No, do you?
Like I can't slow down or something?
Oh no, no.
Hey, we gotta make you one.
I can't slow down. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta be like something from Hard Groove.
Mm,
My groove is always hard. That's some shit like that. That's an auto, bro. No, so I am hard right now. I'm hard right now. How do you feel? Have you felt like the industry has changed since we moved here? Like when I first came here, and then how it is now. How do you feel like the industry or the music scene has changed a lot? Or is it very similar still?
Similar in a way, but I feel like the music changed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like when we got here, like I think Space Plus was like the spot.
Yeah.
And music there was pretty hard, like pretty consistently.
Yeah.
But right now the rooms are all shrinking. Like the clubs that are doing the best, they're smaller. And I think people are wanting just more like vibes rather than like massive super club kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's been the biggest change. And I mean, with that, like the music's going to change too, obviously.
Yep.
So like Muay right now is like getting pretty groovy, bouncy. Like some of the acts we have coming are not as much like, you know, like I think like when we came here, like you'd see like guys like techno guys like, you know, or the new techno big room guys like Ollie James.
Yeah.
Now we're doing more, houseier vibes a little bit, which I think is very surprising to see in Bangkok. But I think like overall, like there's still, you see everything here still, and there's still a shit ton of clubs, like maybe more clubs than before. Honestly, things are still really active. I think just like the vibe is changing a little bit, but yeah, probably the biggest change I'd say.
I feel like that change is happening all over the world with clubbing. Is that well, especially here because there's no super clubs in the West. That model has already like been gone for a while, right? But yeah, I starting to catch on here because I think for clubbing things, usually Asia's a little bit later, and now we're seeing the change of super clubs to more small shows. I played in Myanmar this past weekend, and I played the after party, and usually they're known there for like huge clubs. Yeah, but the one I played at is a newer club, and it's maybe like 300, 400 person vibe. And I felt like that vibe was a lot better than usual like giant ones where like you can fit 1,000 plus people.
Yeah.
Like it just felt you were having more fun. Because everything's a little more intimate. I think that's the vibe going forward.
Yeah. Whenever we have guest DJs and we go for dinner, or I'll ask them about how it's like in their local scene. Pretty much everyone's saying the same thing. Like whether it's China, Malaysia, Singapore, the clubs are getting smaller. I know China right now, like, the big thing is smaller hip hop clubs or smaller EDM clubs. Apparently KL is like, they call it micro clubs. So it's like 200 people clubs where it'll be playing like, well, hip hop, or they'll play like EDM or like house, K bounce. So I think that's really happening everywhere. We're not really seeing like those massive 3,000 people clubs anymore, which I actually kind of like. It's changing a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the wave going forward. And I wonder if it's because we're in this kind of like age where people don't have as much community. There's not as much closeness in society. Like, everything's a little bit more disconnected than before.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that is probably, a driving factor a little bit.
I feel like too, like
Because a super club, a big club, well, back in my day when I was like 18 and that was like a big thing, you roll to the club with your crew of like, you go roll like 10, 20 deep and you have your own, section in the club.
yeah,
And then it's kind of like space out like that, right? Yeah. But some people don't even have like a 15 friends or like a crew of like that got to roll with, but you still want to go out, right? So if you're only like 1 or 2 people and you want to go out, then that kind of small intimate vibe is better for you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like too, one of the things that super clubs is that people, I feel like there's like a bit of a flexing element to it as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like people aren't really trying to do it like that as much anymore. People want to feel like they're kind of together and like partying with their crew or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm Muay that's helped a lot because all the booths are close together and right behind the DJ booth, so everyone's actually partying instead of like your section there, and you're just kind of in your own world. Like people don't want that anymore, I think.
And the smaller vibes are usually more for like real music, I guess, right? Because in the super club, you have more spenders that maybe don't have the same music taste as someone like on the dance floor, right? So that's why people kind of enjoy that that vibe more because everyone in that small club is with the music, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just spending tables booths.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool to see. So, I mean, we still have big festivals like EDC, and I feel like EDC is bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Everybody there is a music fan, right?
Yeah.
But in the club, it's different because you just have people that just want to go out and like nothing wrong with just like going out and enjoying like spending money and the vibe of the club and not being there for the music. But I feel like there's that kind of divide between the music fans and people that are like casual fans.
Yeah, I think so too. I think as well that people, I mean, I think there's economic reasons too. People don't want to drop as much money at the club anymore. So, it's usually a little bit cheaper if you go to the smaller clubs rather than to go to like the massive super club. Drop a whole bunch. People, I think, are saving it for more special events like festivals.
Yeah.
So I think I read that during recessions, like festival sales actually increase because people
Are we in a recession?
Yeah, I think it's coming.
What's the recession indicator in your mind right now?
Oh, I heard a good one recently. What was it again?
The one that said Leonardo DiCaprio is finally dating girls over 25.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, what's one in your mind? What have you seen recently that's a little bit off? You're like, okay, this is a recession indicator.
Labubus.
Labubus? People
are spending it on really random things.
Yeah.
It's a recession indicator.
I tell you what the Labubu conspiracy?
What is it?
Because there's like an old Simpsons episode where Simpsons always predict things that end up being true. And there's like an old Simpsons episode where they're collecting these dolls and looking at the Labubus. And every time each person got that doll, it possessed them. And the Labubus, like they're called the monsters, right?
Yeah.
And they look kind of evil.
Yeah.
So the people are saying like, it's like it's something like that.
Labubus all got like camware in them or something. Labubus all got like secret cameras in them or something.
Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. More than 50% of the population has them. And there's like a switch that just makes everybody turn into like a fucking zombie or something. But if you like them, it's your thing, but they're popular right now.
Gotta resell those things.
Yeah. I did a contest for a warehouse show. And a lot of people were suggesting that you should give away Labubu. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And that contest blew up. So many people wanted to win this Labubu.
I have so many friends that have them now. They're hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just like in the matter of a few weeks.
Let's get into some industry advice. A lot of people like to talk about good advice, but let's talk about good advice you found and also bad advice you got from people.
So specific to like this industry stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Good advice.
It could be life advice in general. Let's do life advice.
This is like one thing I've been thinking about recently was that if you're trying to learn anything new, you should just try to find a mentor or a teacher. That's true. I feel like you skip so many unnecessary hurdles by having one. And I think we were talking about this the other day because like I've been editing bass clefs videos and there's so many like tips that come up where I'm like, fuck. I was like, if I just like gotten a teacher earlier, I would have actually tried to figure that out on my own. There's stuff that I feel like I learned like just a year ago, which I should have known sooner.
That's true.
And then my brother is trying to learn right now, actually, but Vic's trying to learn how to produce.
Yeah.
And I told him he should just get a teacher. I'm like, just do it. Like, you're going to skip so much unnecessary BS and just do it. Yeah, with anything. Now I've been trying to look for mentors. I have like a content mentor now because I just feel like there's like things that I just want to skip by that'll help me. It's just, that'd be my advice. Get a teacher.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like that. That was one of the most important things I did at the beginning of my career is get a mentor because I didn't know how to produce.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, hey, I want to start producing and I want to give it as fast as possible. And then that was the time I discovered Bass Clef and that he was doing a mentoring service. Right. Yeah. I did that for a year and it like got me to where I needed to go pretty quick and starting from like no production knowledge. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. He's a really good teacher too. So it's like,
yeah, he's very technical. Shout out to Bass Clef. It's very patient. I feel like not everybody can explain things really well or explain things in a technical way that's easy to understand. I feel like he's really good at that because he likes to simplify.
Yeah. Keeping things simple and not overcomplicating. I think that's like one of the biggest takeaways I saw from his courses. because forever I went trying to produce. I always thought everything had to be so much more complicated because it sounds this good. It has to be this much more complicated.
Yeah, for
I mean, having someone just to like help you along the way would be huge.
what's some bad advice?
I got this advice a long time ago because I was when I first started producing. I was on Toronto producer community, and this guy told me not to use samples. He said it's cheating, and I was like young, so I believed him. So for like a year or two, I was only using everything that was inside of FL Studio when I got it, and it was like super bad.
You're making your drums too?
No, see, I thought I didn't understand how things work, so I was just using only the kicks within FL Studio. I thought that was allowed, but he didn't actually understand what sampling meant back then. I was really dumb with that. Yeah.
There's like these production purists.
Yeah. He was like a big techno head, and I actually think he doesn't even produce anymore.
Yeah, because he fucking overcomplicated his process trying to make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
You just, this is why I always tell people like use samples, like maybe not use loops and just be lazy and fucking build a fucking song off of loops only. Have some creativity at least. But you don't have to be so purist trying to make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Because if you have an idea and you're like creative and you have that song in your head or the vision in your head, you want to get it down on the DAW as quickly as possible, right? So you need your samples that you want, like maybe have your sample library organized and just lay it out really quickly, right? Yeah, we're trying to make everything from scratch. Eventually that idea is gonna fizzle out and you're like, fuck, what did it sound like?
Yeah. Being prepared and all that's really helpful.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
And we are back. We switched environments a little bit because the tuk-tuk was a little bit too hot.
Sweaty.
After sitting in there for like 30 minutes. It was like, what is it? Like,
Plus 42.
yeah,
with the
plus
humidity.
42 with the humidity
Yeah.
in Celsius. So yeah, it was a little bit tough.
Yeah.
And now we're in an air-conditioned meeting room in Fahjah's condo here in Bangkok.
Much cooler.
Yeah. I feel like to actually be outside all the time, you have to be born and raised here.
Yeah. I was saying this on the way back too, that I think like maybe it's my dad's genes or something, but being here now, like I can wear jackets and pants in like 30 degrees and I'm fine, 30 plus. But if I go back to Winnipeg now, I feel so cold. If it's like,
You can wear a jacket in this weather?
well, 42, maybe not, but like every night I always wear a jacket and pants. It'll be like 30 degrees or something and I'll be okay. I won't be sweating.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like I couldn't do that here. Because when I had a gig, and I love wearing jackets,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to wear a jacket like to the gig because I would instantly sweat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in Bali, I could do that because
Bali,
Bali, it's cooler.
At night.
It's the island, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially when you're on a bike, it just like has that little bit of coolness to it.
Yeah.
And it's like a little bit of breeze. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You like it here better than Bali?
Way better.
Oh, yeah?
The only thing I miss is the beach, I would say, because I used to go to the beach and just kind of sit at night, maybe meditate or breathe or
Yeah.
whatever. But I like that there's like an actual city here and I like the culture. And yeah, I don't know. I like big cities. I've always wanted to live in like a big city since I was young. I was always obsessed with the idea of Tokyo or New York. or
Oh,
whatever.
true.
So being here is like what I always wanted. Yeah.
That's what I miss about Bali too, is the beach. Because it was like, we could just
Yeah.
drive down, what's that street?
Jomtien? No, sorry. That's in Pattaya. Oh, I forget. Batu Balig.
Yeah, Batu
Batu
Balig.
Balig. Yeah, Batu
So you
Balig.
drive down that road and then left, and then you're at the beach.
Yeah.
I'll do that every morning and go for like a long walk in the morning.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah, I love that. That was
The thing I like about Bali though, I feel like it's easier to be healthy there because they have a big
Yeah.
like, health community with all these like places. Not just smoothies. They have like they sell sea moss and
Yeah.
jamu, like that ginger. What is it? It's ginger.
And
ginger turmeric. drink.
ginger, turmeric, honey, lemon, some black pepper, I think. Yeah.
So those kind of drinks, I feel like all those things and supplements too that I like. I feel like it was easier to get because being here, just looking for something like a certain probiotic, it was very hard to find.
Yeah, I think so too. I think especially just the general food that you're going to buy here. Like if you're just eating regular Thai food, it's not a lot of veggies and stuff, but Bali had a bit of everything. I agree with that.
Maybe because it's more westernized there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's more westernized.
Yeah. Because sometimes you're in Bali, you don't feel like you're really in Asia.
Yeah.
You almost feel like you're in just a vacation spot because there's like so many Australians, Europeans.
Yeah.
It's a mix of people.
That's one thing I like being here too, is that people that I meet here are usually here a bit more long term or permanently.
Yeah.
Whereas like, other than the people that worked at Shishi in Bali, everyone else, like, I wouldn't meet.
Was there temporarily?
Yeah.
You always. That's what I felt like. I felt like
Yeah.
I was always on vacation there.
Yeah.
And then here, it actually feels like you're living in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Like in a city in Asia.
For sure.
Metropolis, yeah.
Yeah.
You were here for the earthquake.
Yeah.
Tell us about that
Oh man.
building right there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I mean, basically, I was sleeping and I woke up because I was hearing cracking, and I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "My neighbor's making noise," and then it started to get really loud. And then I opened my blinds and I see construction workers pointing at my building and running. So I thought it was like a terrorist attack or something. That was like the first thing in my mind.
Holy fuck.
Like I thought, because we don't have earthquakes here, and I've never experienced an earthquake anywhere before. So I thought something
Statistically,
happened.
there's no earthquakes
Yeah,
that happen in Thailand.
pretty much. There hasn't been one like that in over 150 years. So I was just completely caught off guard. And then I started to see dust fall out of my ceiling because there's cracks opening.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, this building's about to fall. Because I thought someone attacked it or something. So I quickly threw on my shorts and shirt beside my bed. And I grabbed my laptop, which is at the door already. And then I put on my sandals and I opened the door. There's a lady out there. She's like screaming. She's actually speaking Korean. She's like yelling, asking what to do. So we run to the emergency exit, run up the building. And I was just like in shock. I was like, it took me a minute to process what was going on.
It sounds like a fucking movie.
Yeah, it actually felt like Mission Impossible or something. Like as I was running down the hall, there's like dust and cracks opening up. I just felt like the building was about to collapse. Like it was cracking in the hallways, the walls and everything. It was terrifying. But if you were up here, I met a guy who was on this level.
Yeah.
He told me that the entire thing was moving like a boat.
Oh
like
my
the
God.
lamps were just swinging.
Damn.
And I was like, thank God.
What floor is this? This is 38?
38.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God I'm on the 5th floor.
And that building over there is the one that was in that video with the bridge.
Yeah, that's the one where the bridge was cracking and that Korean guy jumped from one side to the next to go get his wife and kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people moved out of that building.
Do you feel traumatized?
Yes.
Do you get paranoid?
Yes. I'm slowly getting over it, but for several months, like I get paranoid, and I still feel like sometimes at night, if I hear a loud sound, I'm kind of like,
You're on edge.
But the thing I try to tell myself, I'm like, unless you hear actual cracking,
Yeah.
you're fine. The building's not going to fall.
You gotta unwind some of that trauma now.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it, but I might be moving into a house with James. So
Yeah. I always felt like I prefer having a house with a yard
Yeah.
more than like a high rise.
for sure.
Even since I was little, you know?
I was already scared of tall buildings too.
Yeah.
Like I don't like tall buildings.
Have you been to CN Tower?
Yes.
Have you been in the glass?
Yes, I hated it. Yeah.
Lay down and take a picture?
I get dizzy. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I get dizzy.
Damn.
So yeah, doing that was just too much.
And like living in a big city is all that. That's why I don't know. Maybe that's another small reason why I didn't stay
Yeah.
is that I like being in a house.
Having a house is nice.
Like views are cool too. Like for sure. Like the views are nice, but I think over time it loses its kind of like novelty a little bit.
when people tell me they're on a high up floor, I'm like, that sounds terrible. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah, like you have a penthouse at the top, and you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I do not want that, especially after the earthquake.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually, it was maybe when I was really paranoid, but I bought like a really heavy duty long rope in case I got a scale off my balcony.
yeah, you'd
Yeah.
pull some Tom Cruise Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, for real. 'Cause if there's a fire or something, I don't know. Never
Damn.
know. But yeah, I don't like tall buildings.
When are you planning to move?
Depends when the room frees up with James's room.
When is your lease till here?
November.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll see after. Hopefully I can move.
Yeah, you get to live in a house with multiple studio rooms. I think that's
Yeah.
the vibe.
For sure.
Cool. What's coming up for you this year for your projects and stuff?
I guess like I was mentioning earlier, I'm trying to refine what it is that I'm doing or how I'm talking about it. My focus has been on just trying to expand my brand. I'm trying to make myself like, I guess modeling myself after Explorer archetype and focusing on like my story in Asia.
You feel like that's your archetype when did you do that test?
I didn't do the test, but I just kind of like, after going through all of the different archetypes, like, no, 100% Explorer. because for a few reasons. One is, I mean, since I was young, I always just wanted to explore. I just wander everywhere on my own.
Yeah.
And I like trying new things.
I feel like you're like that. You're probably the explorer archetype.
Yeah, I love like trying new things, going places, like, you know, like eating weird things if it's bugs or whatever. Like I like to try everything. Yeah, like I like to try stuff, and even just in like music. Like,
Yeah, you've tried
jump
you've
around
tried
a lot.
Yeah, you tried like trance,
Yeah,
trance, speed house.
yeah.
What else?
I mean, I even put out like a poppy EDM dancehall track once, like years ago. Like,
Really? What song was that?
it was called "Work It Out."
Okay.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I did it with like a Trinidadian vocalist.
Nice.
Like, so I've done a bunch of stuff, but now I want to refine what it is I'm doing, and I'm trying to make it a little bit Asia centric. So like I'm doing like the hard house and hard groove vibes.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to find ways to combine it with Asian genres. So I'm doing like Vina House hybrids. Like some of the K-pop rinks I did were Vina House hybrids, and I'm trying to do hybrids with K-bounce kind of
Nice.
too. So that's kind of part of the whole exploring thing. So I want to explore how I can just embrace like what's going on here with whether it's the cities themselves, the genres, food, and try to make my story about that. Because like another explorer brand artist is like Diplo. And I always really liked him. I don't necessarily listen to all his music, but I liked him because he tries all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I want to try to make my story kind of like that way I have freedom to try things.
Yeah, for sure. So you
Yeah.
kind of like sticking to one thing forever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Do you still want to incorporate what's the instrument you use? Bansuri?
Bansuri, yeah. I want to try and incorporate that into like, cause I've done it in my lo-fi music, but doing it in like club music, I haven't figured out yet.
I think you could if you can
For
make
sure.
it bouncy.
Yeah.
Like kind of have it rhythmic and just process it.
I got to experiment with it. I mean, Kashmir has done it in like big room stuff, so could probably do it somehow in my vibe as well.
I have this theory because I noticed like whenever I listen to certain music and it has a lot of like kind of olden instruments or like woodblock type stuff.
Yeah.
There's something like when Big Room was really popular and there's a lot of like woodblock sounds like Knife Party LRAD.
Yeah.
LRAD. I have a theory that when you incorporate those sounds into music, it kind of revives something like a past life thing that people have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that too. Like when I would go to, remember we went to Tepbar here with Bakash?
Which spot?
Tepbar?
Oh yeah,
Kind of
Tepbar.
where they
Yeah.
have, like the
Yes.
instruments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I felt like it revived something in me like that. I'm like, I don't know this music, but it awakened something in me.
Yeah. The
Like some kind of instinct. Some kind of instinct.
Yeah, for sure. I think I know what you mean. Like the sound of Bansuri for me like relaxes me quite a bit, and I don't know, makes me feel something. So I think I know what you mean.
Like you know what a tabla is? Like that really
Tabla.
does it for me. Because Jack introduced me to that and I was like, whoa, this is like, it sparks something like inside, you know?
Yeah, that's a nice sound. Yeah. So something about those instruments hit differently, and I think it'd be cool to incorporate organic stuff as well in like dance music,
Like real percussive instruments.
One thing I am trying to work on right now is you know that instrument they play at the Muay Thai fights. It's like a weird. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to use that right now into dance tracks. It's really hard, but I'm trying to figure that out.
You probably could. You just gotta make it like have the right rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one idea, but I think I need to make a better one. But yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
How do you feel about AI stuff?
I use it a lot. I did it for AI vocal covers. I had all these remixes on SoundCloud that I'd done over the years, and people were always like, when are you putting it on Spotify? And I'm like, I can't. And then eventually like AI stuff came out. So then I just AI'd a whole bunch of my tracks and dropped them as like an album with turned music like last year. But I'm also using AI for samples. Like if I sample from a track, then just AI it. What else am I using it for? I mean, I'm using like ChatGPT sometimes to help me find samples as well.
Yeah.
And
I've used it to write lyrics.
I tried, but I felt like it was really cheesy. It was not good.
Yeah. I think songwriters are going to keep their job for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's going to replace their, maybe like if you use Suno, maybe, but like for melodies.
Yeah. Suno's really good for melodies. I haven't used it lately.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like what I was generating from it, I didn't really like using, but Yeah, I mean, I think it'll improve because it does have good melodies if you generate enough times. But
Yeah.
overall, I felt like it's very still like old EDM sounding.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like true creatives, like true artists, will always thrive because they're pushing boundaries that like AI is not gonna catch up to yet.
Yeah, I think like maybe the end game of it is that we become more like directors over everything. But I think it's just going to maybe take over some grunt work. But like the actual idea is AI is not going to be able to replace us.
The end game is you become a cyborg
Yeah.
and you're just integrated with AI. Do you feel like humanity's heading that way?
Yes, for
Like,
sure.
It'll get to a point where like if you're not a cyborg, you don't have like AI integrated with you. It's like not having internet right now.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, like the brain chips are getting launched soon. Like
Yeah.
Elon's brain chips, and I mean, in a way, we already are cyborgs because like phones are just like an extension of us.
Yeah, you feel like you have to
yeah.
have it on you all the time, and it's like
Yeah.
you kind of like
I'm pretty sure they've done brain scans on people where you take their phone away and it actually like they can see that something gets triggered in their brain.
oh yeah, for sure. It's like you ever reach in your pocket and you're like, oh shit.
So it's basically already a part of you. And then if you start getting chips implemented into your brain, then it's that point.
Crazy.
And then AI glasses and all that stuff.
Sometimes you just have to accept it and be like, this is the way the world's heading. This is the next step for humanity. But I mean, I feel like there's also a lot to be grateful for too, because maybe because I'm a little bit older and I grew up in the 90s where we didn't have much technology. And I literally was there at the beginning of like the internet. Shit was like dial up and I was using AOL.
Yeah.
And I was a kid back then, but I was so fascinated by it. And at that time, the internet felt like an escape from the real world. And now the real world, like if you go to nature, that's the escape from the digital world because everything's digital now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, pretty much everything is digital right now. We rely on it for everything. I think everything is going to be used for good and bad though. So
yeah,
I think best to
it does make life easier, but
yeah,
I don't feel like people should atrophy like their human skills or just like, their basic skills in general. Like, like reading and writing, but not be so dependent on AI to do everything for you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up just be like, you ever watch the movie WALL-E?
Yes. Yeah.
Where everyone's just like fat and on these fucking cars, they fall over.
I think the next generations could actually become like that because like I have like younger cousins and stuff and
they cook.
Some of them are just like, they're just like glued on iPads. Like,
yeah,
you're probably seen kids like that where they're
I've seen kids
all
like
just
that.
iPads. So it's like, I feel like we're heading in that direction with some of the younger generations. I feel like us, we're semi aware of it. Maybe.
Would you be considered a millennial still? You are, right?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm 96. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think growing up with my older brothers, though, also gave me a bit of influence from generations that I wouldn't have otherwise been influenced from.
Well, some people say that millennials are like the heroes of like this lifetime because we're the bridge between the old world and the new world, right?
Oh.
Like we got to experience things where like technology was just getting started.
Yeah.
We're connecting between Gen Z where they're born into technology, right?
Yeah. I'm actually happy I'm probably born when I am and not born later.
Yeah.
And
the boomers they're just older. They don't care about saving Gen Z or saving the world. They're like, we're going to leave this place soon anyways, right?
Yeah.
Millennials are still like in their 30s and they're like, I think millennials will have a purpose to like guide the next generation to the right place.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like there's already a lot of like mental health implications coming from that, everything being so digital because it's not like your natural state as a human.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing that, obviously.
I feel like I need resets periodically.
Yeah, I feel like it, like even if you just go to the park for a day, you just feel so grounded and like rejuvenated,
For sure. Yeah. I think like, man, especially if you're making music and stuff and like doing content and things, I think like your phone just gets to your brain sometimes and you need to like reset.
I was talking to Brad about this and I feel like we have to be so on it because it's part of our career.
Yeah.
Even though we may not enjoy it, like being on your phone all the time or being on a computer, always thinking about content. When you're already making your music digitally, right?
Yeah.
That having some kind of like stillness or spiritual practice or grounding practice is absolutely essential.
Yeah.
in this day and age.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
I think that 100%. And then also having like a system with the music and content you're doing. So, okay. So like end of last year, or actually from August until like end of December, I was posting every single day, one thing.
I remember that.
Yeah. And it was like, I was trying different stuff and eventually got really exhausting. So I stopped. I slimmed it down. But now what I'm doing is I made a system where I have like different content buckets. So I have like my stuff while I'm DJing, my stuff where I'm playing it out on the piano. And then there's like different life content that I'm doing. And most of the content I just film all in one day, edit the next day, and I'm good for the next coming weeks. So Sunday I recorded all my
Yeah,
content.
you just batch it out.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, because I want that system. Well, for consistency, which helps, I think, with probably branding, but also just like so I don't feel exhausted because it was so hard just trying to like
Continually do it like
an
on the fly.
idea. Yeah, and then you're scrolling on Instagram trying to find new ideas, and I'm like I can't do that. So I think like having a system is really important so that you don't feel exhausted and you're always on your phone trying to figure out what to do and like
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
too much. Yeah,
It's like the way we have to adapt in this new extreme digital age, right?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like some people are really good at it, but it's because they've rewired themselves to be very into like the social media sphere.
yes,
But if you ever meet them in real life, they're a little bit awkward. You know what I mean? And that's not good either. You can be as poppin' as you want on social media, but if you're in real life and you have some kind of issues where you can't like socialize normally or deal with things in real life, then that's a huge issue, right?
yeah, for sure.
Because people that are really good with socials and marketing and all that stuff, but in person they can't deal with something like a confrontation.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So how do you balance these two where you also work on your human skills and your real life skills and then also be able to be on this all the time and also have this like dopamine rush that's constant, right?
Yeah. That's why I think like routine and a system is really important. So you can like try to find balance and not just wear yourself out and be too consumed by it.
That's why I can't scroll, because I feel like if I'm going to scroll, it's just too much information coming at me at once. It's like, I still find it jarring that when I open Instagram, there's a video that plays right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish there was a feature I can mute that. So when I open it, it's not something playing right away. It's obviously on purpose because there's no feature to turn that off, you know?
Yeah.
They had it for a second where if you mute your phone and you open Instagram, it wouldn't play the music or audio right away.
Oh,
but they turned that feature away after like 2 weeks.
they want you to walk in right away.
Yeah, they want you to be in that world, you know? Like they want
Yeah.
your attention right away. And it's always a video. It's never like you open it, it's a photo.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's always a video first. So they're trying to get your attention right away.
They want you to start consuming ASAP.
Exactly, right?
Slippery slope if you get too consumed by it. I think a lot of artists have to probably be careful.
Yeah.
So destroy your mental health too.
Because I truly believe like the I don't want to say self-help, but like regulation and like that kind of industry of like meditation and stillness and having that side of like health is going to be huge, you know? It's not just like health of like going to the gym and like taking care of your physical body.
Yeah.
I think taking care of your mental health, like in real natural ways, is going to be a big industry too that's coming up.
For sure.
And not just like, okay, well, I'm just going to take a fucking pill to make me not anxious, you know?
Yeah. I think there's only like two end games for a lot of DJs is that they either they get destroyed by it or they end up becoming very like grounded and end up doing like some sort of practice.
That's why I feel like I'm like,
Yeah.
because I lean so much into that part, right?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
even like big DJs I run into at festivals and stuff, they just talk about how they actually hate how much content they have to focus on, right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't become an artist to do that.
Yeah.
Even though some people that are content heavy,
Yeah.
not music heavy, they will always vouch for me. Oh, you have to do it. It's just part of the game. But it wasn't always part of the game. You know what I mean? I understand marketing. You have marketing teams back then if you're a band. You weren't consumed by this throughout your whole day. Like, oh, how am I going to make this video? What should I make next? What's going to go viral? That wasn't on their mind, you know?
Yeah.
You had time to be bored and make quality music.
Yeah. I think like COVID fucked it all up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It just changed everything and made TikTok way more established.
You'll never hear somebody that makes really good music tell you to make more content.
Yeah.
it's all these people that make mid music
Yeah.
that are content heavy that tell you that you have to make more content because that's their world, right? They're more artists in that sense where they're content focused instead of musician focused, where they're focused on the music, right?
Yeah.
You'll notice it like just talking to people that are from two different spectrums, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The flip side of it all, though, that I think is almost a positive is that in some ways, if you can figure out the content stuff, then you can rely less on labels and you can more control over your project.
That part is great because you don't have to depend on a label to do your marketing.
Because like I've been talking about this with James, again, not serious for everyone else. Having ownership over your own music is so massive. So apparently in Korea, there's a lot of artists where they just put out massive quantities of songs.
Yeah.
Like they'll put out they'll have a catalog of 1,000 songs. And even if just each one of those songs makes like $3 a month, that's like 3,000 a month. So these guys just focus on owning their catalog. So I was thinking that in the content age, if you're able to figure that out and you own your own catalog because you don't rely on labels, you're doing pretty well as an artist.
Oh yeah.
And that's a thing that I want to try working towards, like, because, just having my own ownership, maybe self-releasing or working with labels that give a really fair deal, and then just relying on myself to do the marketing side,
Yeah, for sure. It's very like artist dependent to do the marketing side now, which is very freeing because you don't have to depend on like it back in the day. You had to be like, okay, I need to get on spinning or I need to get on huge labels to make it. But now it's like a free game, like if you have a personality and you have your own brand and you have like your own uniqueness and you can, if you want.
Yeah. I think now it's like now we're at the mercy of the algorithm instead of mercy of the labels.
Mercy of the algorithm.
Yeah.
You're going to appease the algorithm.
Yeah. So I don't really know which one I prefer, but maybe if I figure out if you launch off on content, then maybe you'll be like, all right, fuck yeah, this is the
We're at the mercy of fate.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brett about this and I feel like me and him just both don't give a fuck anymore. We just want to be who we are.
Yeah.
And we have faith in our music and that in our taste that it's going to do well.
Yeah.
And we don't give a fuck so much into like the overthinking, like, is this right or is this wrong? And we just want to be ourselves and that's it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's another part of the whole content thing is that because so many people now are trying to chase the algorithm, that people where they focus on like their own thing and their own uniqueness end up succeeding because like,
that is huge right now. You see people that aren't following trends blow up, because they're just being themselves or they have something unique.
Things are like so fractured now that having your own specific niche is really good.
It's true. I mean, how many times do you scroll Instagram and you see a DJ making the same content as the next guy and you're not going to stop for more than half a second to even look at it.
Yeah.
Well, another one of these, another one of these, another one of these, When it's something different, you're like, okay, maybe I'll give this my time.
Yeah.
But there's like so much like trend copying and it's like,
yeah,
unless you're first or the first three, no one's going to give you the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. I think trying to be you as much as possible will end up paying off in the long run.
That's why I like doing these podcasts. I feel like this is what I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if I try to be something I'm not and make brain rot, then it takes more effort for me to think about it and try to come up with something for that.
Yeah.
But if I can just talk about stuff and speak about things that I'm interested in it and I'm passionate about, then it just comes natural for me, right?
Yeah, I think making sure you're doing stuff that feels authentic is important. Actually, so funny story. Okay, so when I was in Bali, or maybe I won't say where I was. I was in Bali, but I was tripping somewhere.
Okay.
I remember this when I was mentoring with, or Henry Fong was mentoring me, and he was telling me, he's like, you got to focus on content. And I was like, fuck, I don't really want to dance on camera. I was like, I don't want to do that stuff. I'm like, it doesn't feel authentic to me. I'm like, the thing that feels most natural to me is when I'm playing an instrument or something. So then I started doing videos where I'm playing the piano and, that stuff feels fine for me. So now like all my content is me DJing or playing an instrument because that's where I feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of the people where I'm just like dancing on camera and like, we've seen that doesn't feel real. Like doesn't feel not natural to me. So it feels a lot less exhausting. So I'm like, I like playing piano, like DJing. I feel okay at the deck. That's fine.
Yeah.
So finding those things that I'm comfortable doing made content less exhausting for me.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had this realization.
when I was stripping.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Your dad's watching. He's like, wait.
He knows.
Oh, he knows? That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I feel the people that make really funny content or like that kind of content, that brain rot content, are not actually as funny in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do.
Like the funniest people I know in person aren't like that online.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that is actually.
Because I feel like I'm pretty funny in real life, but I can't think and make that kind of content.
It's a very that kind of content is very different. I don't know what it is.
You have to have a special brain for it.
I think you have to dumb yourself down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to not think to make it.
I feel like I can do both. Like obviously we send some pretty wild reels to each other.
Yeah.
It's like a switch. Like I can enjoy brain rot, but also at the same time I can switch it and have a long intellectual conversation with somebody, right?
I like sometimes doing goofy content, but I don't really want to fully dedicate myself to that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like even though people say that podcasts are oversaturated, I feel like it's not, because there's always more and more podcasts coming out and people actually do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're in a world where people are more lonely than ever before. That when they listen to a podcast, they feel like they're in the room with the people as well, when they have a full conversation.
I think as long as there's people listening and following you, then they're going to want to know more too. So podcasts are a pretty good way to make people know more.
Yeah, for sure. What other insights did you have on your LSD trip?
I think it's funny because I forget it.
Was this the one that I was there?
No, this was right before I moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a micro actually. And then it just hit for
macro.
14 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was a good day though. Yeah. I don't know. I think I always forget it. And then every time I trip, it comes back where it's just telling me to relax a little bit, chill out a little bit. There's always that's the lesson that comes back.
That's the motto, is to relax more.
Yeah.
Not to be so serious and tense about life,
Yeah, for sure.
We're here for a short time.
When, being here too, everything's very fast and crazy, which is what I was saying earlier. Sometimes you need a reset. So
especially in a big city. Yeah.
Big time. Yeah. And then because I'm at the club all the time, very different environment. Sometimes I just need something to reset my brain and kind of make me go, oh, wait, just chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're in traffic and it's it's just so much going on in the big city. I think that's one of the reasons why I ended up moving back too, because I like that kind of slower lifestyle, even though I make fast music.
Yeah.
So I like that slower lifestyle. I like being able to get somewhere within 20, 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And not being stuck in an hour in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. 100%. It's very different. Yeah.
And I'm big on community too. 'Cause sometimes I feel like being in a big city, people aren't as friendly.
Yeah.
You'll be in an elevator and you say hi to somebody and they're look at you
yeah. I think finding a circle can be hard.
Yeah.
I feel super lucky now though, being at Muay became really close with some of the people there.
Yeah, that's good that you have that.
Yeah, if I didn't actually, when I first came back to Bangkok and started my residency, for the first 3 months, actually felt pretty lonely, to be honest.
Yeah,
and it was pretty hard. But then I got pretty close to everyone, and now I feel like I have a community, which helped so much.
Yeah, for sure.
With the different management team, I'm really close with them now. So
nice.
That helped a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you have certain interests or a certain type of personality, you need to find your people that, resonate with you.
Yeah, for sure. So all the Korean management team, they all like music, and I like Korean culture a lot. So we get along well, and all these things really help to feel like I have a community.
Yeah.
And we get along. Yeah, I don't know. We're good friends. So it's helped so much. It's changed how I felt about Bangkok from last year.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember last year you felt kind of having a hard time dealing with it. You need to
It was horrible. It was terrible. Yeah.
You were living at your other place, right?
Yeah. I was living at my other place. I was it was so bad. I think about that all the time where I'm I feel like I got so lucky that I happened to, I got introduced to them.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because I felt after I left Bali, I was oh shit. I'm I felt like I
were considering going back to Bali.
I was considering. I almost went back to Bali.
Yeah.
Super close, like 2 weeks away from doing it.
Yeah.
And then, then they offered me the residency. But yeah, I constantly think about how lucky I feel that I aligned here, because I feel like I work really well with the people here.
Yeah.
And they like my music here too a lot. And it gave me like a play. Like they have like the studio for me and the DJ studio, like all these things that have really helped me recently.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I got so lucky from where I was a year ago.
For sure.
Yeah.
Have you been in the club as a resident for how long now?
About 9 months. Yeah.
Nice.
9 months.
What's the craziest thing you've seen at the club here?
Craziest thing that I've seen.
List your top 3 craziest experiences in Bangkok.
Oh man, can I say that? Well, maybe the first thing is the ladyboy fights.
Oof. Where? At the club?
Yeah, they'll fight sometimes. I've seen outside the club actually.
I've seen a video of it. You saw it in real life?
Yeah, they'll throw some fists.
You pull out your phone, you're like, world star.
Yeah, I've seen them chase cars down.
Holy shit.
That was one crazy thing. There'll be some like pretty. They've had a couple Chinese groups where they come and they have like a massive
Stack of cash.
Just throw it. The crowd. Just, I guess that's crazy.
Oh, I think I was there for one of those nights.
Yeah, you
During
might have been.
Songkran.
Yeah, I might have been. So yeah,
And then the people are all like,
everyone's
you know,
trying to grab it. What else have I seen?
weird. You get any weird requests?
Punjabi music.
That's everywhere in the world.
Lately, to be honest, I hide in the office when I'm not DJing now. I just work on my laptop.
Oh,
Yeah,
smart.
yeah, because like I think it's very easy to get consumed. If you're at the club, people here always want you to drink all the time, and there's people that come to the club, I swear, 5 times a week. Oh, that's a crazy thing actually. Bangkok, people will go out 5 times a week.
They drink every day and get
Every
drunk
day.
every day.
Yeah, which is to me like insane because like in Winnipeg or Canada, actually North America, like maybe you have 2 nights that you can go out Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday,
max 3.
max 3.
Thursday.
But here the club's open every day, and people will actually party 5 days a week.
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually a really crazy thing. There's a few people I know where they've been partying about 4 or 5 times a week since I started DJing here.
Damn.
Like that's crazy.
You get used to what you get used to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's your new normal.
Yeah. But yeah, I usually hide now in the office because I don't want to drink that much. I'll drink here and there, but I don't want to get caught up in it because
Yeah, for sure.
I hate going to Muay Thai and then get my ass kicked because I'm hungover or just can't do pads. Just,
Like that was us yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know we didn't party, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's already hard when you're sober.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think I'm probably going to be split between here and North America at that point, I want to say. No, I mean, ideally, I want to be doing shows all around the world and have my brand established. That's where I'd like to be at 5 years. I think I want to live between probably Bangkok or Taipei. No, Bangkok, Taipei, or Seoul, and Winnipeg.
Is Winnipeg going to be your favorite city you want to live in?
Winnipeg is where I want to go when I need a break.
That's why I like it.
It's grounding.
Yeah.
To go back to like family and be somewhere quiet.
Why does Winnipeg have the best people in the world?
I don't know. Maybe it's because like
That's my opinion, because I've traveled a lot.
maybe it's because like we're not a super small city, but we're not a big city.
Yeah.
Like we're in the middle. So I feel like it's not like, I don't know, like people, you don't have that big city mentality, but also people I feel like are still aware because it's not just like a small town in the middle of nowhere where they haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
It's like
for
a
sure.
balance. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
What if when everything's like, there's like what if there is actually like an AI takeover and everything's just that world? Would you feel like you'd want to live in a small town? Like everything is like Wall-E.
Like Wally.
Like there's no one driving.
I don't know, because I've always been fascinated or like excited.
Oh,
by,
you like that
I like
cyberpunk.
I
kind
like
of
Blade
shit, though.
Runner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been excited by like Blade Runner aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like when I see
You just
like
want like a giant girl in the sky and it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
look lonely. Fix that.
yeah, literally. Yeah.
That's her fantasy.
Yeah. But like, have you seen like the videos of like Chongqing, China? Like I see that, I'm like, I want to live.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah, that's true. That's your aesthetic.
I just always have like, I like lights.
Yeah.
That's kind of it though, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe eventually I won't want that. But
yeah.
right now in this era, I do.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to like that, but now I'm like more attracted to like the green pastures, kind of like, the places in China look like
Yes.
fairy tales where it's like
Yeah.
this like crazy mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That stuff I really like.
yeah.
like the fucking Last Samurai type of shit. You know?
Yeah. I like that too, but I think I wouldn't want to live there yet. Yeah.
I would want to live there, and then like I get a booking that comes in, like, hey, I gotta go travel 2 hours to the fucking city. That kind of vibe, you know.
I feel you. Yeah, I think I'm just like fascinated by cities and culture and stuff like that. So I like.
You should go
being
to Hong
around
Kong.
it.
I think you'll like it there in Tokyo.
I haven't been yet. Actually, I do. That Tokyo was like the number one place I wanted to go.
Yeah,
Like before I ever visited Asia.
yeah.
But and I don't know, something about seeing that many people and all these crazy things that are built just excites me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Even though I think I'm more like introverted, I want to say I like being in it.
Yeah,
Seeing it.
definitely. I don't know why. I've kind of like shifted the other way lately. Maybe because things have gone so digital heavy that I really love nature. Like the more demand there is to be like chronically online,
Yeah.
I like being chronically offline.
Yeah.
Even though my job needs me to be, online,
Yeah.
I would love to have like a week with no phone and no responsibilities. I have to answer any emails or deal with
Yeah.
anything, If I just schedule the whole week and just take the week off and fuck off for a week, no one can reach me. I
Yeah.
would love that.
Yeah. I think it's definitely good to have that. I think just seeing where things are going though is very interesting.
Yeah.
And to be in it is exciting. But I feel that you're older than me, so maybe once I'm your age too, I'll feel like that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe once I'm like in the thick of it long enough.
It's so funny because when I was a kid, I used to be like super fascinated with technology because I was on the internet really early, like more than I was probably on the internet before any of my friends, and I was addicted. I wanted to learn everything about the internet. I was so fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And then it's so funny now that I want to like get away from it as much as I can.
Interesting.
That's
yeah.
strange, huh?
Maybe it's just like the course of events. That's how it happens. Maybe we'll check back in like 8 years, see where I'm at with that.
I think that's a good note to end on. I always ask my guests, what advice would you give to your younger self?
There's probably 3 things I would have told myself. Well, one, which I said earlier, is like probably get a mentor for anything you're trying to work on. Number 2, relax a little. But also number 3 would probably be to focus up and work more. I think I got distracted a lot by partying and like girls and just things that were not important that I thought were.
But I feel like you need to get that out of the way before you actually decide to focus.
Yeah, I would tell myself that. I feel like it was also necessary to go through.
Because I noticed people will get the reverse of that when they focus and do school heavy or work heavy in their 20s and their 30s. Then they go balls to the wall that way.
Yeah, I definitely know all our friends were like they were lawyers or doctors.
Yeah.
So they studied up and then
They go hard.
now they're going crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
They go hard.
But it's probably better to do that when you're younger.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I got that out of my 20s and then
I think about that actually is that like I think that like let's say earlier in my career I'd blown up or something, I would not have had the capacity to handle it because I would have been in that party stage and would just destroy
just straight
myself.
degenerate.
Yeah, but like now I feel like I'm able to say no sometimes to things, and I wouldn't have had the capacity back then. So it's better that I went through it back then and now.
Oh yeah, I feel grateful for it. I mean,
yeah,
you know me, I can say no to everything pretty much these
yeah,
days. So
yeah,
because I've already done so much of that in my 20s.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. I think this was a really good episode. We got the tuk-tuk done, and then we talked about a lot of things. So
It was fun.
yeah,
Thank you.
everybody, Fahjah, you tell them where to reach you on socials.
At Fahjah Music on Instagram. I use YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. Fahjah
Spell that
Music.
again. Spell that again.
Fahjah.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was In My House with Fahjah.
Thank you for having me.
Let's go.